What's up, everybody? It's your boy M3K, aka M3K Tactical. There's nothing tactical about me. Today we are taking a look at the Olight BALDR S BL for blue. This is a light that I'm going to put on the Walther PDP F series. It is coupled with a little blue laser because I love lasers. A lot of people have their opinions about them, but hey, I love them. And the one thing about firearms is you do you. So let's take a look at the box. It's a very plain presentation. I mean, the box is indeed a nice box, but it's not a hard case or anything else like that. It's just a little box, and tells us that we have a max 800 lumens, a maximum throw distance of 130 meters. That's it. So we're gonna get right into it. Oh. Pull that out. It says, congratulations on your new BALDR S BL. Increase your accuracy not only at the range, but when your life depends on it. Very cool. It says slide open. So I guess we just lift that up. So right here on this is, in this section, we have some instructions. We are going to take a look at these in a second. We have the charger here. It's a magnetic style charger, and with the USB connection, so you can plug it into, like if you have a power brick laying around, which I'm sure you do, a laptop, a power brick, power bank, whatever you might have. There it is there. We have this little bag of doodads that I'm sure will learn more about when I read the instructions. And the showstopper itself, the light and laser. So there it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get familiar with this so I can know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to you, and talk amongst yourselves. After reading the instructions, I feel like I got to know the product a little bit more. So we have the charger plugged up, and if you notice, this little thing right here on the, it's like a little fiber optic illumination at the end of the cord. It's glowing green. Now we're gonna put this to the little magnetic part there, and you notice it's now red. It's hard to, it doesn't show up really well on the camera, but it's a soft red glow around the fiber optic part of this charger. We're gonna wait till it turns green there, and it says from a empty charge, it takes no more than 80 minutes to fully charge this device. So we're gonna let it do its thing. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Reviewing the instructions gave me great insight on how this device works. So right away, what we're going to do, we're going to flip it over. And this is actually the rear of the light. If you orient your light underneath your firearm, which you would, because this is made for a pistol. So this would be the rear. And this doodad here is a switch. And it goes from laser, you go all the way to the right, center, to light and laser combo, and all the way to the left for light only. So let's say we'll start with the light. Flip it back over into the orientation in which it would be positioned, and with either side, these are the little switches here and here. So to activate it, you would simply click it down, and then there's the light. Now double click, and then you bring it down to the low light. I think it's 400 lumens. I could be incorrect, but I think it's 400 lumens. And then to bring it back, you just double click it, and there you go. Same thing works for here. To turn it off, you just long press it and let it go. Now, if you want to just use it momentarily, like if you just want to highlight an object, you hold it down, and then when you release, then it goes off. So that's how you do that, and that works either side of the device. Now let's flip it back over. we're going to do it laser and light. Now this will not show up well on camera because the light will flush out the blue laser that you'll see in the middle. But what's going to happen, I'm going to flip it back over. As you notice, I flipped the switch to center. Flip down, and the light is on full blast. And in the center, right there, which you probably can't see on camera, is where the blue laser is. I double click it to bring the brightness down. And again, because it's flushing, that light is flushing it out, that blue laser is right there. I can see it through the naked eye just fine. And then same thing there. We'll bring it back up and then hold it down. Let it go off. And if you want to momentarily bring it on down, just hold it down and then release when you're done. And that's how that works. Same thing, both sides. Going to the last thing, we're going to flip it all the way to the right. And that's going to be the blue laser only. So we're going to flip it on. It does not have variable brightness settings for the blue laser. So we just turn it on and you see the laser right there. See it moving around and it's very bright, very bright. And then I want to turn it off. Flip it down. And if you want to momentarily turn it on and off, let's turn it on, hold it off, hold it on, hold it on, release it to turn it off. Just like that. Same thing works on both sides. So there you go with that. Very simple setup there. Now, what we do, we're going to get it oriented. And so here is a little release here. And it allows this little doodad to slide up and down, up and down. Once you get it secure where you want it, you would test fit this on your firearm. Once you decide the orientation where you want it, there are two little cylinder screws here and here. And you lock those down with the included hex wrench, and that will secure your orientation. Right here is and let's see if I get that closer. Right there is the rail catch. This, it says GL on it because it comes with the Glock attachment, but for most everything else, if you're running a 1913 rail, this little attachment included with it goes with it. Now in the bag, the doodads we were looking at, these are all extra replacement screws. You don't need to necessarily use these unless you just want to replace your screws. These are replacement screws. So you have everything you need in here. You don't need to really replace anything inside. Now what we're gonna do for YouTube, we're just gonna move on to the next segment. But for my Rumble people, we're gonna stay tuned and you're gonna see what's happening next. The light is installed. So let's take a look at a few things that we didn't go over initially. Here where my finger is, barely visible on video, but there is a little LED light there. Now it's not illuminated and it won't be illuminated until the power goes low. It'll illuminate red and that will be the indicator to let you know that you need to charge this thing up. There it is right there. The way you manipulate it while it's on, it works wonderfully, especially for my hand. So there's my trigger finger, right-handed shooter. So I have this orientation and it's right at that point where that trigger finger can manipulate that light however you need it. I can turn it off, on, I mean, really easy, no problem at all. Good stuff. Let's see some other things. On this side, we have the windage and we have the elevation calibration that you can orient your laser. You can sight it in for different ranges. It's a really nice contrast with the red dot from the Holosun. It's a nice blue laser, and when you look at that blue laser through the dot, you see a very nice contrast. Really cool to see. And that is it, guys. The only other thing I'm going to do to this, I'm going to remove this sticker just for aesthetics. But I'd like to know your thoughts on this. If you've experienced anything with the Olight, what are your experiences with Olight? I hear a lot of different things on YouTube, but I'd like to hear from you guys. What have been your experiences with Olight? So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. As always, keep on watching. Be careful out there and live the dream.